Welcome in, welcome in. Gonna sound check. Just curious if you can hear me okay. Alright, good stuff. Grand evening, everyone. We're looking at 11:25 p.m. You know, I find it wild the lengths that people will go to try to sabotage you, to bring you to your demise. Totally looking beyond the fact that some of us are divinely guided, guarded, and, let me emphasize on this, protected. Okay? The last couple days have been rather interesting, to say the least. And for the last 2 weeks, there's been something amok in the collective. As if the envy didn't eat them enough. As if the hate didn't eat them up enough. They gotta be relentless and continue to try. So I now have this members only mode. Right, so any of the noobs, check out the description box if you'd like to donate to the channel, or if you'd like your own personal reading. I'm sorry I gotta cut off the comment, but I got no spoons left for shit. And if they think that they're getting to me, they're not. Right? There's dark imbeciles out there thinking that we can't have anything nice. We're not allowed to have anything nice. They gotta ruin absolutely everything we have. And then they wonder and they bitch about all the chaos that they have ensuing in their life. You know, but somehow that's okay. That they wreak havoc on everybody else's lives, but as soon as there's chaos in their life, oh my God, the world's falling apart. And everybody should just stop and bow to them. I'm talking about the ops. So if you're a member, you're welcome to chat. You're part of my crew. I would love to hear from you. Super chats are also available, so if you'd like to ask a question at some point during the end of the live tonight, you're more than welcome to through a super chat. For those that are not members, super chat should. Spirit woke me up right about 8 p.m. 8:03 to be exact. I grabbed something to eat, made some coffee. And then I go to clean off some cutlery and whatnot, and I cut my finger. So instead of bleeding all over, I decided to vet wrap the bitch, and that's why this is on here right now. Yes, I use vet wrap. You can get it at any horse tack store. They use it to wrap the hooves of the horses. This is better than any bandage that I've ever had. It's got grip too, so you're not gonna, nothing's gonna slip out of your hands when you're using it. It's pretty good. But anyway, let's clear the energy, because why the hell not? I hope you have a good Thursday. These readings are timeless. There's enough of these readings on my profile now that if you want to go ahead and if I'm off one day and you just feel like hearing my voice, or you want to hear a message at any point in your journey, you're more than welcome to pick at random any video. Even the Aiden Wolfshadow ones, the reason why I haven't titled a lot of them is to keep the spontaneity alive within the lives. So although you might not know what the message is all about, if you're drawn to a particular video, there's a reason for it. So click on it and see what it has to say. Okay, I deal with a lot of karmic energy in my readings, so there's quite a bit of karmic drama and tea, shall we say. So if you're dealing with karmics, it's probably right up your alley. Somebody does not want me to do this reading, guaranteed. Somebody wants my mouth to shut and to never speak again about anything or anyone or whatever. They don't want me calling this energy out. They don't want me speaking on this. They're trying anything and everything in their power to stop me, to thwart me, to sabotage, to ruin. But I just keep getting up. Time and time and time again, I just keep getting up. And I keep doing what I'm doing. And it's infuriating them. And I got news for you. I don't care. I really don't. Because those that are in the know, those that vibrate with my message, those that vibe with my message, resonate, whatever you want to call it. This message isn't just me calling out energies. These messages are a confirmation for yourself as well, right? And the one thing is since I've been doing readings here on YouTube, it's been a quick minute, about a year, 2 years now, 2.5 years now. I've come to the realization that I'm not the only one going through this. One of the big messages today, collective, is that if you're feeling like you're alone in something, if you're feeling at a place, if you're feeling like you don't belong, if you're feeling like it's not happening for you, I got news for you. You're far from alone. And I would hope that would empower you to continue. Yeah, I'm still here. I know that brought a lot of smiles to your faces. So let's check into the vibe. Let's be defiant. Let's be rebels. Let's see what the vibe is. And I find because like if I don't go live by like 8 p.m., they're like, oh, maybe he's not going to go live tonight. Maybe he's not going to go live. Finally. Finally. It's working, it's working, it's working. And then I go live. And I can sense that there's somebody out there just absolutely fucking snapping. Because I'm just going live. It's not even about my message anymore. It's just the fact that I'm going live on YouTube. They want it done. They want it gone. And I keep coming back. I'm like that cat that just keeps coming back. Anyway. Collective, let's check into the vibe, shall we? Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, bring us the tea. Bring us what we need to know right now to stay 10 steps ahead of the haters. What do we got? Ooh, hopeful, inspired, optimistic success. So you may be remaining hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and successful about your success. Masked. Somebody can no longer hide or conceal or deceive. And I think that's why they're so pissed off. Okay? You're seeing literally right through them. You see right... And they seem to be drowning. They're over their head. They're overextended and hitting rock bottom. Interesting. Let's see. Peaches. Welcome in. It's been a quick minute. What's going on? Hey, wait a minute. Did you change your name? What's going on? Welcome in, Trudy. Welcome in, Dakota. Huh. Oh, well. What's going on, Spirit? What do we need? What do we need to know? Just remaining hopeful, collective. Keep focused on your dreams, living your best life, da 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 da. If you've been feeling stuck or stagnant, that's about to end. Okay? And I'm getting like this wave coming over me of like possibilities. A huge wave of possibilities are going to just wash over you. And you need to be ready for it because you're going to have to grab part of that wave with your surfboard and just ride that bitch. Okay? So get your surfboard ready to ride the waves. The Three of Wands is about to materialize, is what I'm saying. Okay? This Three of Wands that we've been popping up here in the collective readings lately, there's definitely something here. It's definitely protected. Nobody can touch it. It's got your name on it. Okay? So this is somebody that quite possibly could maybe not be family related. Okay? They're having a hard time self-reflecting. They don't want to ask those questions. They don't want answer any questions. They don't want to reflect. They don't want to evolve. You know? Doubt is what I'm getting from that. And this very well could be that this is maybe dealing with family, at the fact that maybe you walked away from members because they didn't want to self-reflect. They didn't want to open up their minds. They want to stay closed-minded, and that created a lot of stress, tension, migraines, and worry. Somebody doesn't want to be in separation with you anymore. They feel ghosted by you. They don't want to be. They don't want to be ghosted. They want to take out this distance between you. They see that you're not stagnant, and they see that you're hopeful. They see that you're inspired and optimistic, and there's distance between you anymore. But they don't want to self-reflect either, and they're stressed out. They're worried. Maybe they're burnt out, burdened, feeling empty. This could be you. But it seems like you're no longer confused as to what you're doing, where you're going, how you're getting there. Might be perplexed is what it's perplexed is coming out, but right side up kind of, but you're not confused. Somebody else is perplexed, and they might be running from accountability. Okay, they're stressed out that they didn't self-reflect when they could have, and now they're suffering in silence. Like, something tells me that you could have helped them process something, but they didn't want to. And now they're stressed out with migraines about how they're going to be dealt with as far as karma. Because they screwed with you. They screwed you up. And I have a feeling that they tried to get you stuck. They wanted you to hit a dead end, to be stagnant. But you're still remaining hopeful and optimistic, regardless. They don't want this distance between you two, but apparently between you two, okay. So another person could be friend, family, or foe, whatever. But, whatever. Let's see. What else? So yeah, somebody is stressed out, or they want you stressed out and worry. Mind you, I had one earlier earlier today. but it just gave me a chance to rest, so that was all right. But somebody's suffering in silence, very unbalanced. They're not at peace with themselves. They're not happy. Somebody that you distance yourself from doesn't think that there's going to be a second chance with you. I'm confused why there's not a second chance while you're still hopeful. And they're salty about this being like that. They're confused. You're not confused as to why there's no second chance, but they are. They're perplexed. Somebody's also paranoid and cautious, feeling guarded. You burned a bridge with them, and they don't want you to burn that bridge. They didn't want you to burn that bridge, or they didn't want this bridge burned between you. And they're also salty about that. They want to unburn this bridge. They want to kindle. They want to build a new bridge. But this is a toxic energy that's very, very paranoid with you right now. And they're definitely abusive, conniving, and unpredictable. Right? So there's probably reasons why you let this person go. There's probably very good reasons why you let this person go. Yeah, because they wanted to continue these addictions and bad cycles. And all they're doing is trying to escape. Right? So they very well could be some sort of addictions. They could be making bad decisions, continuing on cycles with other people, other victims. Well, considering that this is the card that come out to cap it off. Yeah, they got their head in the clouds. They're looking at an old fucking brain of thought, trying to make sense of it all. It's not really working out well for them, I'll tell you that much. Spirit saying, but keep in mind, collective, you are getting the upper hand in this, okay? Okay, I haven't even shuffled my think it's significant. 7 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So you're looking at building up some sort of boundaries. Holding your peace close to your chest, close to your chest, you're close to your heart. It's hopeful. Yeah, you're rising. Right? You're rising. Stuck, dead end, frozen in reverse. We got the moon. So they tried to plant illusions. They tried to have you in your emotions. And they failed epically. Family in reverse. You're coming up on the upper hand here. There's definitely something... you've been through a lot. You've had a lot of individuals coming up against you. And you're about ready, collective. Alright? And because you've cut these people out, there's definitely some joy, some peace. There's definitely some revelation coming in. There's really a lot of truth that's coming in as to why certain things happen throughout your life. Okay, so there's definitely something here regarding that. Maybe why you cut your family out. Okay, you are coming out up on top. The Eight of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. You very well walked away. Epiphany, reverse. Yeah. You didn't have to really self-reflect because you knew you deserved better than what you received, right? You're very much satisfied. You're very grateful. Any love, compassion, or support. But you know you deserve better than what you've been receiving, right? So you could very well be putting your foot down about certain things. You're not having to self-reflect. You know what you've done. You're very intentional in your actions. You know, you try to stay to yourself, you try to keep to your solitude, you try to do your shadow work, you try to stay focused on your growth, you know, your evolution, your ascension, you know, you're working on that. You're doing your shadow work. You're empowering yourself to rise above it. Right? Tension, stressed out, migraines, worry. Yeah, you're releasing all this betrayal. You're finally letting it out. You're alchemizing it. You're switching your heart space so that way, you know, you can be in harmony again. You can be in peace. Right? And there's these energies out there that are like really trying to have you stressed out. And I have a feeling because you are clearing this betrayal out, whether it's love related or not, this could be family related, it could be friend related, it could be a lot of different factors related. But regardless is that you are releasing this betrayal. And I think the fact that you're doing this, okay, it's got somebody stressed the fuck out. They've got worry, and that's probably why I got a migraine earlier, because they were trying to project that onto me. I wouldn't be surprised, right? So you very well could be releasing, right? Distance, divorce, ghosted, separation in reverse. Yeah, they didn't want you walking away. This King of Cups in reverse. Pisces Cancer energy. They're losing their shit at the fact that you put distance between you guys. They're not happy about it at all. They're losing their mind knowing that you moved on. You're not calling them. You don't got their back anymore. Betrayed you. More than once. And somehow sorry's gonna do it? No. No. You fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, shame on me. So, somebody wants to come out of distance with you? Not happening. Somebody wants you acting out of character, but they're the ones acting a fool. Right? Conflicted. Upside down. Yeah. How did you become so fucking talented? Where the hell did this come from? They're trying to put all this talent and these gifts to rest, collective. Right? I think the divine who the hell you are. And this is why they're coming at you so hard. Little do they know they're not coming at you, they're coming at the divine. The divine's just giving you little signals that shit's being flung at you, but the divine is dealing with it. As long as you stay centered, the divine is dealing with it for you. Not all of you, but some of you. The ones that are doing the work is what I'm being told. Suffering in silence? Yeah. In silence, because you're finding a new foundation. You're finding self-worth. You're strengthening your value within yourself and others. Harmony? Reverse? Yeah. They're not balanced, they're not at peace, and they're not at happiness because you're putting your boundaries are strong. Your cutoff game is exceptional. Rather cold, but exceptional. Integrity is your middle name to some degree. If people don't show up with any integrity, they get shown the door rather quickly. You got boundaries now. Hopeful thinking in reverse. And I really have a feeling that this person is definitely losing it because they know they're not going to get a second chance to come in your energy, and they're salty about it. They're paranoid what karma is coming back. Aren't this bridge? They know that they're toxic, and they know they're a psychopath. They know they're abusive and conniving and unpredictable. And here you are, standing in your power, standing on business. Wishful thinking, 10 of Pentacles. So somebody's not getting a 10 of Pentacles, right? They're not getting a second chance at stability. They already had a chance at stability and they screwed it up. The 9 of Pentacles. So somebody's salty that you're independent. Paranoid. Somebody's salty that you're taking care of yourself, and I think somebody puts you out dependable, like you're actually interdependent. Okay, so you're dependent, but you're independent as well. You work really well as a team, or you work on your own really, really well. Okay, but it's not like you're a follower. You're definitely a leader. You've definitely got that lead. Okay. Paranoid. Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles maybe is at rest. Maybe they're paranoid. They're being very cautious, secure, very guarded for what they've done in behind the scenes. They're trying to rest. They're having a hard time finding peace and balance and harmony. The bridges. Yeah, you had an awakening about this King of Swords, this pathological liar, this psychopath, and that's why you burned a bridge, because they were toxic as fuck. They brought a lot of drama and arguments and incompatibility to your life. They were at the helm of your destruction too, and your demise, but it's not working out for them either. Toxic? Yeah. They're thinking about their past. They're thinking about their childhood. They're thinking about all the toxicity that they've been dealing with. Path. Yeah, they're coming in, giving you a faulty offer, trying to get back in your energy. So they're being really slow about it. So you might hear from them later than what you expected. They're going to come in with what looks like a solid offer. I don't give a fuck if it's a solid offer or not. I really wouldn't trust it all that much. Just keep it in, keeping it in stride, right? So they wanted these continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions to happen. This is why they're trying to stress you out, so that way you wouldn't move forward. Right? They wanted to stress you out to the point where you would relapse, just like they did. And the reason why they wanted to stress you out to make you relapse, because they relapsed. They used to count their days of how many days they've been sober, thinking that it's such a tiring feat. Meanwhile, you pretty well quit drinking and you healed your issues with alcoholism a long time ago. And they're jealous and envious of that. They fight with it absolutely every single day until they relapsed. And now they're way ahead. These continuous cycles to continue, but you cut them off. And I'm picking up on an air sign that this is directed at and a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and an Libra, Aquarius. And they're very, very karmic individuals. Okay? Very, very karmic individuals. Word has it on the street they were best friends and they came up against you together. Right? Just to play with your mind and to rip you apart. Right? But you weren't supposed to know that. Alright. Let's get into the tarot. Great Spirit, what is the message for my collective? What do we need to know right now? What is the motherfuck key to the situation that we'd be dealing with? If you don't like the fact that I cuss, keep scrolling. I don't want to hear it. Oh, you can't chat. Oh, members only. That's right. Not that I wanted to hear your dumbass opinion anyway. Keep scrolling. Somebody's broken heart at the fact that you're filling your heart and that you're a whole being all in yourself. You're unfuckwithable. You're unstoppable. Broken about it. That you're so powerful. Collective. You're so damn powerful. You should be proud of yourself. You out here breaking hearts. You out here breaking karmic hearts, nonetheless. They're out here trying to break yours. And you're breaking their heart. You're stomping their heart and not even trying. All you're doing is speaking. They don't like it. They don't like it at all. They've been doing anything and everything in their power to try to get you shadow banned. And you just keep papping back. Come on back. The cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. He thought of the corner. But the cat came back and never go away. The cat came back. The cat came back. The cat came back. The cat came back. Thought he was a goner. Cat came back. Thought he was a goner. Cat came back. The cat came back the very next day. The cat came back the very next day. Thought he was a goner. Thought he was a goner. The cat came back and never gonna go away. The cat came back. Knight of Wands. You continue moving forward, focus, intention, good integrity, intuition is guiding you, collective. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Did you hear it? The cat came back the very next day. Thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. And they're never gonna go away. What's the scoop? What's the tea, Spirit? Let us in. Let us know. Let's go. By the way, you dumbass karmics calling on Papa Legba, take care of me. Papa Legba and myself go way back. Who do you think made the job at the crossroads? Two of Swords. You made some major decisions, collective. Major decision. Something about an unstable foundation. Something about a broken legacy. A broken family. You made some major decisions. You're very focused. You're intuitively guided. You're taking action, making decisions. King of Swords in the reverse as well. There's a lot of deception and lies regarding this fallen legacy. We got the Knight of Cups in reverse. This was all supposed to make you bitter, collective. It was all supposed to make you bitter, but it made you better. And that's what they did. All of what they came at you with the bitterness was supposed to ruin you. The King of Swords keeps coming out here, and it came out here in the split with the Two of Cups. Somebody's mask has been ripped right off, and people are seeing them for who they are now. The Chariot. So I'm thinking it's Cancer. They will not be moving forward, collective. Whoever this Cancer is, to be honest, they are a Cancer. To the fullest degree. Nine of Wands in reverse, yeah, they're not having a... They're feeling like an absolute failure. Yeah, we got the Chariot popping out here again. Yeah, very much a devil energy. They thought they were getting the end by going into the darkness and allowing the darkness to overcome them. They thought that was a good thing. And now they're regretting it all. The devil's sitting there looking at them, giving them a look, saying, what? There's nothing I can tell you. You made the wrong decision, not them. And now they're running. They're running away to take me away. Ha 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 ha. Funny ho. Wheel of Fortune and the Sun, collective. That's what you got coming to you. This is what I mean about that wave of beautiful, the wave of possibilities that are about to come into your life. I'm telling you right now. Shit's about to get real. And by real, it's about to get real good. Timing, Michael. Welcome in, buddy. Alright, let's shut up. Let's see. Let's see what the message is, eh? Two of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. The truth is coming out. You are finding solutions to challenges that you thought you never find. The Divine's tapped you in. You will find balance, collective. I'm telling you this. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. What about it? The lovers. This Gemini is an absolute failure, to admit. They're definitely not shining bright. I'll say that much. Okay? They're coming in thinking that you're going to make another one, but they want you to look past the failure. Okay? They're coming in, it's like, okay, well, it didn't work out anyway, so did I really betray you after all? The divine wouldn't have let me betray you, even if I wanted to. So what do I really have to apologize for, after all? Is this what they're actually going in? Sounds like a rather cold way of not taking accountability. It sounds like someone we talk about on here quite a bit. For someone worthless and make you feel not included, and to make you feel like you're nothing, they sure are obsessed with you. And I have a feeling it was some sort of a control tactic to teach you a lesson, and apparently you were supposed to go back begging them, but you didn't. You decided to rise above the challenge and step into a new life, a new moment, a new timeline. You made the decision to leave this other timeline behind, collective. Like, if somebody's just going to sit there and lie to you, why would you stay, right? After all, why would you do such a thing? And stay in an abusive relationship. And somehow they come across like the intelligent one. Being all abusive and shit, thinking that they've got, you know, that they're rocking with the Joneses, shall we say. And they think they got everything that they could ever want. Meanwhile, they're so dead and empty inside, they have not a fucking clue what they're even talking about. I mean, regarding my own situation, my ex, time outshining their younger siblings. Because their younger siblings totally skyrocketed and become very successful. Which I respect them through and through. They're all very, very, very respectful people. They're all very, very successful people. I respect their family, I respect their father, but them in particular, because of their envy and because of their hatred and their darkness, they took advantage of them. And that's what I didn't like. If you're going to take advantage of them, what are you doing to me? And then it dawned on me. And that's what really turned my stomach to the point of my own decision. So you might resonate with this, with the people that you're dealing with in your life. If you're noticing that people are doing this to other people, what are they going to do to me? You know, if they're going to do this to them, what are they going to do to me? If I should one day disagree to some degree. You know? Here on my channel here, I'm open to having people come in, whether you're a member. And I don't mind you coming in, and I don't mind you asking questions. I don't mind you being part of my crew, as long as you're going to be loyal to the crew. You're going to be well-intended to the crew. I don't mind you being a part of it. But the moment you step out of line, the moment you go against the guidelines of the chat, go against the guidelines of the channel, go against the guidelines of the crew, which is one of them in particular, that this is not Tinder. This is not a place for self-promotion, okay? Because it interferes with the message that I'm bringing to my channel. You guys want to promote? Promote your own channel. Okay, you want a shout out? I can give you a shout out. Right? I don't mind giving you a shout out. I give shout outs to readers all the time. The ones that really developed a calling and developed a process for their cards and their channeling and their messages. Top notch. There's a whole bunch here on YouTube. They're absolutely brilliant. Beautiful souls. I've mentioned them here before. But if you think you're going to come in and steal my patrons and just bring them over and shit talk them out of being a subscriber here on my channel, then no. You're going against the community guidelines. You're not only self-promoting, you're bashing the person that's actually, that you're trying to get promoted by. You're bashing them. You're disloyal. You're a degenerate to the process. And then you wonder why you get cut off. My chat acting a fool, and you wonder why you get cut off. I'm not here talking out of my ass. Although I could make a channel and just talk out of my ass. You know, but I don't do that. Why? Because it's a waste of time. I'd rather do something in a positive aspect to make a good impact, rather than allow your IQ to drop as you watch me. It's not going to happen here. I've scrolled enough of YouTube to realize that we need a lot more channels like mine here, talking truth, spit truth, giving the tea, dropping Easter eggs, so that way people can elevate. That's what this channel is all about. Rising above the haters, rising above the bullying, rising above the gang stalking, rising above just the utter shit, and overcoming it. This is what this channel is all about. If you're not here for that, what the hell are you doing? You're here to mock me, you're here to stalk me, you're here to throw fucking bullshit in my chat? No. I don't want nothing to do with you. Significant in my world. Quit while you're ahead. Stop wasting your time. Focus on your own jam. And leave my sandwich alone. Somebody's all butthurt, the fact that I'm outshining them. Not my problem. I'm real and genuine as they come. And a lot of people are starting to realize that. And the thing is, I don't have to name names. That's the joys of it. I don't have to name names. You know who the hell you are. Queen of Wands. In the upright. You're nurturing your intuition. You're nurturing your truth. You're nurturing that integrity. You're nurturing your passions. You're glowing. People can't handle it. People can't handle it. What's the scoop? Nine of Wands? What about this? Okay. Ooh, the Devil. So somebody's not getting the upper hand because you took the trash out. Nine of Pentacles, and you're gaining some sort of independence. Knight of Cups, and you give no fucks about it. There's no emotions about this. It's all about your independence. It's about you focusing on you. And because of that, somebody's bitter that they're not getting their wish fulfillment. And this is quite possibly could be a dark high priestess. It very well could be somebody that doesn't want you to see something, trying to shroud your eyes. But somebody's not getting the upper hand because they tossed out the trash and they're getting independence because they cut people off. And this is quite possibly what you don't see coming. The Five of Swords, there's people talk challenges, there's competition, there's people talking shit. Let's just say that much. And clearly, there's a bunch that don't want this message out. But too bad. So sad. Sorry about your luck. What's going on? Spirit, give me the tea. What do we need to know? The Three of Swords. What about it? Can you tell me more? Somebody's trying to betray you and you might not see this coming. What a fucking news, you know? You know, what else is new? It's just another day, you know? Yeah, that was my neck cracking, if you heard that. Of Swords. So there's definitely some sort of truth coming out about somebody betraying you, meddling in your relationship. And I'm really getting this person, like, they wanted what you had. They want to have what you have. Anything you have, they want it. They want a taste of it. Right? So they about getting that behind your back. And this is how they're betraying you. It's backfiring, though. It's backfiring big time. Okay? I'm going to just say that much right now. And the fact that they're not getting the upper hand when they didn't want you to, the fact that you're taking out the trash, and the fact that you let out darkness is the betrayal. Right? Because you cut this person off, you cut these people off, whatever the case may be. That is the betrayal. And because you did that, the clarity that brought about an independence for you, okay? And because of this independence, somebody tried to thwart you with that. But you're gonna be compensated for everything coming at you. The bitterness, the false actions against you that you didn't see coming or that you don't see coming, the bitterness, you know, it's all coming back to you. It's all being reciprocated. Okay? But there's definitely some sort of enlightenment coming in about this betrayal. That's right, Trudy. They did you a favor. It's always a great thing. You should really thank your enemies for letting them, for taking their mask off and showing you who they really are. You should thank them. It usually puts them into a tailspin. Because the fact that they want to come in here and show you who they are, and they want to take off their mask and show you and reveal it, they have no choice, really. That's the whole shift in the planetary frequency and the cosmic frequency that's happening. These masked psychopaths are having a very difficult time to hide now because our intuition is becoming more tapped in and more sensitive. Our gifts are starting to come online. We are becoming more aware. We are awakening. We are ascending. And they don't like it. They don't like it at all. And any further. They're getting tired. Okay? They don't want to run anymore. You're actually really talented, Collective, and they tried to make you look yeah, I can't even freaking speak. They clearly don't want this message out. That's my throat chakra. Thank you very much. Um, the fact, truth, you're elevating regardless. You're elevating out of this betrayal. This betrayal is done. They can't betray you anymore. You've cut them off. The thing is that, you know, you're more talented than they ever gave for. They may have seen this talent. They may have wanted it for themselves. They could have worn your skin if they really could. But really, no. No. Now they're regretting everything they did against you because you're so fucking talented. They're making themselves look like an absolute moron. Absolute idiot. Okay? They couldn't even scry the side of a fucking big, huge red barn if they even tried. Okay? And here you can scry in just about anything. 10 of Wands in reverse. Now they want to backtrack everything they did. They're all regretful. And the fact that you're being compensated for all the bullshit, despite what they did to you, come back in. They want to heal things with you. Because they're so regretful at the fact that you took the trash out, i.e. them. You cut them off, you walked away, longer allowing their manipulation to swindle you or even affect you for that matter. It's totally insignificant. It's more of an embarrassment on their part. And you're elevating, you're talented, you got the Midas touch, you're healing old wounds. You're not walking away from the monster. You're facing the monster. And it seems to be the best thing you could be doing right now. Right now, what's going on? The Tower. Yeah, because you're so fucking talented. You're so honest and truthful and transparent. You're coming out of this tower. Having the upper hand. And I'm being told this motherfucker thought that they could betray one last time, and it blew up in their face. Yeah, 9 of Cups. They are no wish fulfillment at all. And once they found out the grand scheme of things, once the people, the perpetrators or whatever, or whoever they were trying to thruple or to in the mess with you and them to try to get you guys all mixed up again. Yeah. It's almost giving me like they got friend zoned. They didn't even get the offer that they wanted. Which I find rather hilarious. What's the next card there, Spirit? The next row. Somebody wants to come in and collaborate with you. It seems to be of good intention. The Page of Wands. So there's definitely some sort of message coming in of a new idea, a new intention. So a new direction, quite possibly. So pay attention, Collective. This is partially part of your healing, too. There's a new direction. This is partially why you're being brought through this experience, because it's going to bring you through a journey, on a journey right now. Right? It's one thing to sit down and rest, but it's another thing to continue this journey, because this journey is going to eventually bring you somewhere very, very prosperous. All right? You have to stay inspired at all costs. And I really get somebody's trying to take away your focus and inspiration, okay? But it's not happening. You're too good for this. We got the Star card here for the healing of the Ten of Wands in reverse. And we have the Eight of Pentacles clarifying it, as well as the Page of Wands. So by staying focused, you are rising into this star energy. Okay, you are healing. There is hope. There is a new beginning. There is... I believe you've already started your new beginning. It just doesn't feel like it. It feels like you're trying to still end and come out of this tower. Alright. Queen of Pentacles. There's definitely something here about you nurturing your finances. You nurturing your stability. But Spirit's saying don't overthink too much. Okay? It's not something to overthink. It's just something to just ride the wave. Ride the wave, go with the flow, see how things go. If things don't vibe with you, then don't vibe with it. Like, simple stuff. Like, this is a test as well as a journey, right? So certain things are going to come up into your situation and your reality, and you're going to have a choice to make. If you make the right choice, then you'll continue moving forward. If you make the wrong choice, then you might not be moving forward so quickly. But you're still moving forward, okay? Because then you can steer and change course and move in that direction again, right? Some of us tend to get distracted by all the hustle and bustle all around us, right? So the more we get distracted, the more we overthink is what happens here, right? So let's get a clarification on this message. Let's give a little bit of a shuffle here. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by a super chat, super sticker, super thanks. You can also throw a little donation over as a tip on Hipsy, or you can make me work for it and get your own. Check out the Hipsy link in the description box if you'd like a personal reading. There's a offline reading option and as well a one-on-one session with me. 73 cents a minute. At this point, 73 to 75 cents a minute, so it's under $1. There is a discount, I believe, for the first 15-20 minutes. So you're only paying half off. You're only paying full price for half the reading. Half the session hour. As far as I know. Alright. What's going on? We got the Alchemist on the bottom. You're finding balance. You're inventing and destructing. Yeah, there's definitely some alchemy happening here, collective. You're definitely alchemizing a lot of the pain and the suffering that you've had to deal with, the betrayal. And I think this is how you initially, and the way that you are coming on top, I think this is partial because you're like an alchemist. Spirit saying that you're pretty well a pro. All right, you're a master alchemist. Nine of Wands reversed. What's going on with that? We got the Champion. Yeah, it's in the reverse. So somebody's not achieving. Somebody's facing a downfall. The Devil reversed. The Forgotten. Missed opportunities. Fear of failure. Yeah. The Sentinel. Determination and certainty. So you're determined to rid the devil out of your life. And that could be just toxic energy. Right? Your determination is extremely strong. Your certainty is extremely valid. So you could very well be taking this trash out. And somebody's not achieving their objective. So somebody doesn't understand how you're finding your independence. Somebody was sleeping on your potential. I don't think it was you, collective. I think you knew your full potential. It was just getting other people on board with your potential. But eventually you just said, fuck it. I'm going to go after it anyway. If people see me, great. If people don't see me, then that's okay too. Knight of Cups reversed. Knight of reversed. We got the Priest. Perseverance and faith is on its side. So this person's burnt out, right? They're faith, and they're bitter at the fact that they lost faith. Or they're trying to get you to lose faith and lose faith, lose face. They want you to lose your face, okay? They want you to lose faith in what you're doing, and they don't want you to persevere. They want you to be bitter as fuck. But they're bitter at the fact that you're persevering regardless, and you have a very strong faith. They can't put that to rest, and they're bitter about it. The High Priestess reversed. We got the Chiromancer, delivering news, collaboration, the Waker, awareness and reflection. So you're delivering messages, but they're trying to make you to look dark, I think. Because you are awake and aware and very, very much in a reflection of your mind and your memories and your intentions and your experience. You're delivering news. Something that you don't see coming. There very well could be somebody coming in to want to collaborate with you and bring awareness, and there's some sort of awareness and reflection that needs to happen. Somebody's reflecting on what you've said. Maybe somebody's becoming awakened and awake to a situation and you don't see this coming. Maybe they're going to be delivering news that they want to collaborate with you. This is about self-expression and about strength. Okay? What about the Three of Swords? So they wanted to betray ship in your finances. They went to the crossroads, but they were not received well. Okay? They went to the crossroads to betray your finances and your mentors. Okay? They wanted to stop you in this, and they couldn't. This is how they tried to betray you one last time. I think the Ace of Swords, what's going on with that? The Ace of Swords, sure. Opportunities and growth. So, like I said, there's communication coming in. There's realization opportunities. There's definitely growth here. You're definitely a bit of a pilgrim. You're definitely part of a community, and that's what they didn't want. You're definitely the light of a community. You bring opportunity to a community, is what I'm picking up. People are starting to see that now. Knight of Wands reversed. So somebody's trying to manipulate you and they can't. The puppeteer is upside down. They can't manipulate you anymore. And they don't want to apologize for trying to manipulate you. They don't want it. They're trying to be quiet. They're trying to be behind the scenes as to how they're manipulating you and trying to puppeteer you. But it's falling on deaf ears. They're trying to stay silent. They don't want to out themselves, or they don't want to give themselves away, but they already have to some degree. Six of Pentacles. And for some influencers, you might have these going up in your accounts under a fake account, and they very well could be trying to donate to your channel and do all this kind of thing under a fake name, and thinking that that's going to calm their karma. for what they came at you with in behind the scenes. The tailor into detail and pride. So because you have such attention to detail, you're very precise. Okay, you're very much in your field. You take very much a lot of pride in your work. This is where this reciprocal is coming in. This is where you are going to get back what you thought you lost. This is where the equal give and take. This is where the blessings. This is where the gifts. This is where all of those beautiful blessings are coming from, because you take attention to detail and you take pride in your work. You're very much about quality, not quantity. And you should be ever so proud of that. The brawl or lack of empathy, confrontation. Yeah, they're trying to confront you, and they don't have any empathy as to the fact that you're rising and the fact that you cleared out these cycles. Right? You don't have any empathy for these cycles you complete. Right? You're focused on the future now. And a lot of these people that you left behind, that you rose above, they're not happy that you're rising above this. Okay? And the fact that you're rising up, somebody has no empathy for you, but they want to have some sort of confrontation with you. Right? On with the world. Yeah, they have big regrets for coming for you. Yeah, you're no longer longing them. You want nothing to do with them. They're a fucking snake to start with. Okay. You have no regrets for leveling up, is another thing I'm getting from that. Eight of Pentacles. What's going on? What's going on, Eight of Pentacles? Alright, so the Eight of Pentacles, there's no teamwork. You're pretty well working on your own. Working on it on yourself, by yourself. Take command. You're not taking command from anybody. The divine, maybe. There's definitely no teamwork here. You're pretty well on your own, for the most part, with whatever your work specifically. I'm being told you could be a teacher, you could be a mentor. Ten of Wands reversed. Missed opportunities, fear of failure in the reverse. So, yeah. You're not allowing all these failures of the past and missed opportunities to get to you. Like, people have brought out this whole thing where you have to be a certain way, you have to look like a pretzel in order to be this, in order to get that, in order to be in this particular situation. They wanted you to literally not be yourself in order to get what was rightfully yours. Okay? They expected you to betray your whole being in order to get that carrot that they were dangling in your face. And you didn't sell your soul. You didn't sell yourself to the so-called bidder of choice. Something tells me you rose above it and you seen it for what it actually was. And this is, I think, something to do with that betrayal. So where they thought they were pulling the wool over your eyes, where they thought that they were going to swindle you and betray you behind your back, smiled, laughing behind your back, throwing rocks, hiding their hands. It literally blew up in their face, and now it's haunting them all. And this is more than one person that's behind all this shit, collective. There's more than one person teamed up together, and it's pretty sad they got to team up together in order to take you down. That's how fucking powerful you are. Do you understand? They're too petrified to come see you face to face because it snapped them in half. Maybe you already warned them. Maybe you already told them that if you... They kept saying, well, come back, come back. And you're like, no, I'm not coming back, because if I come back, I'm losing my shit. You guys are going to have a fucking storm on your hands. So, by you not going back, you're in essence, you're kind of saving their life. Because of what they did to you. Because if you were if you were actually to stand on business, there wouldn't be anything left. Considering what they did to betray you, there would literally be nothing left of them. And this is one of the reasons why you gave it to the divine. That you washed your hands with it. Because the divine's got a sense of humor, and the divine's going to sort them out real quick. Toots with. Page of Wands. Yeah, so this Page of Wands, this new idea, somebody dropped out some sort of influences. They're no longer lusting about these third parties. They're not trying to discover anymore. Okay, they're not divining anymore. They're not meddling anymore. They're making some radical changes and taking control. But they have no determination, and they're not willing to sacrifice what really matters, oddly enough. What's the star? The Enchanter, deception and trickery. Somebody thinks that you're healing experience or that you're a starseed. Somebody thinks that you're just playing stupid games. They don't understand. They can't wrap their head around the fact. They think you're being deceptive with this whole star energy, this fact that you're healing. They think that you're not healing. They think that you're just being this toxic energy. They think, they're trying to make you out to be a delinquent when they're the delinquent. They're trying to diminish you, right? They can't stand that you're right. They can't stand that you've cleared this cycle. They can't stand that you're rising above this and you're ascending. And they're trying to bring deception and trickery to your healing so that way you don't heal. They're trying to just stagnate your healing. And again, they want you to be forgotten. They want you to miss out on opportunities. And they want you to have a fear of failure. And they want it to riddle your life. But here you are with the Queen of Pentacles. In the right side up, nurturing your stability. Being very grounded in your decision. Being very nurturing, very loving, very kind. You're all love and light, but take no shit. What's going on with the Queen of Pentacles? What's this card talking about? Spirit. We got the Shepherd, celebration and family. And the Twins reversed. So, self-protection and dual natures. So somebody... Somebody celebrated too soon. Your family celebrated too soon of your demise. And they're paying for that. You're very, very stable right now, collective. You're more stable than I've been. Uh, you're very stable in your mind, peace of mind, your heart. You're very balanced. You're very grounded. You've definitely tapped into your feminine, whether masculine or feminine. You've definitely tapped into your feminine ability to ground and to be very solid as an individual. Somebody didn't realize how protected you were, and they celebrated too early. It's now coming back to haunt them. And now I think they're overthinking everything. This Queen of Pentacles, maybe, that celebrated too early. I don't know. Could be that. Flip it where it needs to go. You could be in this grounded energy, or this other person could be trying to find peace in themselves. Whatever the case may be, somebody's overthinking. When somebody should be minding their own business. Somebody needs to stand grounded, stand solid with their intentions. Mystical Forest, what beautiful message you have for my collective today. We'll do a 6 stack of the Mystical Forest. What's the overall message for my collective? What do they need to know? Somebody doesn't want you to persevere. Somebody knows that you're very, very talented, very tapped in. But somebody doesn't want you to be persevering. And Spirit says, do it your way. Do it anyway. Yeah, rejuvenate yourself. And allow them to guide you. Limitations can teach you to take better care of yourself. You have full permission to rest and say no. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be wild and free force of nature, here to build new and better worlds. Yourself to go and do that. You have the power within yourself to conquer any challenge and come out stronger on the other side. Trust in your resilience and your ability to persevere. Somebody's been challenging you on that perseverance, thinking that they're going to burn you out. You just keep going and going and going and going and going. You're making the Energizer Bunny look bad, all right? Somebody wants to embody your essence, but they can't. They could wear your skin. Somebody doesn't have the inner strength to heal or do what you do, and that's why they're feeling like an utter failure. Don't lose yourself in things you can't change. Focus on the things you can change, like your attitude, your mindset. You've got everything you need. Somebody doesn't have the inner strength to be themselves because they're a dark, bottomless pit of chaos. No fucking wonder. And yet here you are, rolling in the deep. Bar. Somebody don't want you raising the bar, but here you are, raising the bar. When you set a higher standard for the people and situations in your life, you create space for new levels of joy and abundance. So rise above the old patterns. And collective, congratulations. I think you're doing that. You're doing very, very well. So please continue to do that. All right? Somebody's trying to put out your light, but you just keep getting brighter and brighter and brighter. You might be feeling some sort of an energetic pull. This could be them. Block it out. Rebuke it in the name of the divine. Where they want your demise, may they find divine vengeance in your favor, collective. You are complete. You're not broken. Nothing is wrong with you. So don't spend your life trying to fix problems that are not yours. Dwell in the beauty of your being. You are enough now and always will be. Understand you've always been complete. You've never been half-cocked. You've never been a half of a person. You've never been empty. You may have felt empty, but you're not empty. You're a full human being, totally complete as is. So stand in that personal power. Stand in that sovereignty. Okay? You deserve to be in your own skin. You deserve to love the skin that you are in, regardless of what shape, size that you are. Love the beauty that is you from the inside out, and love every flaw as a lesson to your rise. Become the best version of yourself. This is your only journey here on earth. This is for you to remember and to step into. Okay? All right. What's going on? So, Spirit's saying do it your way, but you're having a hard time deciding how to go about this. And I think this is the whole reason why they're to dislodge your perseverance. They want you to not persevere. When you give yourself freely, you expand your energy. If you only give to get, feel like a burden or drain. So be genuine, give from your heart. So somebody wants you begging, right? They want you begging. They want you doing in order to... They've been trying to make your movements to where they are falling on dead ears, okay? They do not want you persevering because they do not want you giving of yourself freely, because you can expand your energy that way if you give freely, okay? They want you to give only to get, right? So that way you feel that burden, that way you feel that drain. They want you to remove yourself from this genuine energy that you have about yourself. So instead, give from your heart. And if you haven't noticed, collective, this is why I do little freebies every once in a while. Despite saying that I said that I wouldn't anymore, I still do. Time to time when Spirit pulls me in to do so. So this whole idea that I'm not giving freely, I have my mouth to feed. You know what I mean? And I don't mind coming on here. This is why I keep coming back, because I have tribe, I have members, I have people here that are in support of me. So I'm in support of you. I'm in support of your rise. just as much as you are of me. Okay? So, regardless what these dumbasses are trying to do or trying to pull, know that I appreciate absolutely everything you've done and how you support me. I appreciate you. No matter how they want to project onto you guys and tell you otherwise. I'm not going to give up anytime soon. Okay? And I have a feeling they're going to be dead and gone before I even let up. Relax. So they might as well quit now, whoever these people are. The next card coming through. Do it your way, rejuvenate yourself, and shine bright. You decide. It's never a mistake to give of yourself. Some will take it for granted, take advantage of it. Do not allow bad energies to overpower your light. And that's why we have members chat tonight. Somebody can't handle your brightness, but you're a fucking star. It's like somebody hating the ability of fish to be able to swim underwater. Because they can't swim. They can't swim, so they envy fish. Would you believe it? They envy fish because they can swim underwater, but they can't. Really? That wasn't directly, it was metaphorically. Trying to explain a certain energetic frequency. What's the next card, Spirit? Energetic pull. So this inner strength, you rejuvenating yourself, right? You're probably not feeling this energetic pull anymore on you because they've been disconnected. Please try your call again. You have been disconnected. Please hang up and try your call again. This is a recording. Sorry, the number you've reached is not in service. Please hang up and try your call again. This is a recording. You've reached the wrong number. A number that is not in service. T49. Bing, 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 bing. You gotta keep them separated. Wah, 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 wah. Spirits, humor is coming through tonight, that's for sure. What do we got going on, Spirit? A deeper world. So you're raising the bar by, you're finding the inner strength. You're showing people how to go through the challenges of life. Don't push or force your way through life. Finding balance, even in dark times, will open your heart to depths of compassion in every moment. So this is actually how you're raising the bar. You very well could be teaching people how to find balance in the darker moments. What's the next one? Wild and wonderful. That is how complete you are, collective. Why focus on limitations and realism? Breakthroughs and miracles require no linear explanation or method. Unexplainable and illogical magic happens absolutely every day. Yeah, and I'm a tried testament of that. The miracle of absolutely beautiful. And it's better to be wild and wonderful and complete as I am than feeling worthless and pathetic like the karmics. What's going on, Spirit? What's the next row? Spirit of love. So when you give of yourself freely, you expand your energy. It's never a mistake to give of yourself. Some will take it for granted, but don't search for true love, for it will find you if you just hold on to who you are. The world already loves your essence, so don't change it for anyone. Don't allow somebody to come in and dim your shine or make you decide on something that isn't in vibe with you. Okay? Stay true to yourself, stay to the spirit of love. Okay? No pressures on the bottom of the deck. So the pressure is off now, collective. What do you mean no sound? What do you mean sound? Oh. What do you mean sound? Oh. What do you mean sound? Oh. Oh. Let me know when it's finished circling through with the audio. And then I'll do another check. Should be fine. And then I'll do another check. There we go. Sweet. If you don't have sound, you might want to pop out and pop back in again. Alright, collective? Just keep that in mind. Alright. What's going on? Fulfillment. Somebody's trying to stall your fulfillment. You don't need anyone's approval to pursue and fulfill your purpose. Embrace your unique journey and trust you where you need to go. Okay? So somebody's, by bringing in some sort of offer of love, they're trying to thwart your fulfillment. So don't try to don't be tangling yourself in this. Okay? And I kind of get a feeling that because you're shining so bright, there's going to be some sort of love offer that's coming in. Okay? That's going to try to block your fulfillment. Okay? It's like they're requiring you to have their approval to continue moving forward. Okay? And this is the person that has been energetically disconnected from you. They're wanting to come back in to reconnect somehow, some way. So they very well could be reaching out to you in somehow, some way, some form. Life is a gift. They're going to come in speaking that, oh, life is a gift. You know, you have to seize the moment. Blah, 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 blah. Carpe diem. Da-da-da-da-da. Seize the moment. So they're seizing the moment. Meanwhile, you want nothing to fucking do with this imbecile. Okay? Life folding for you, so seize the day and make the most of every chance to be true to yourself and live life to the fullest. It's time to cut out all the noise. You got a new beginning coming, collective, and it's because you've done the deeper work. You are raising the bar. You are finding the inner strength. You are rejuvenating yourself. You are doing it your way. You are persevering. You are making those decisions to shine bright and to dig deep within the spirit of love. Life is a gift, and this is why this new beginning is here for you. Somebody doesn't want you to let go. You already did. Too fucking bad for you. Everything is here. They don't want you to have anything here. They don't want you to embrace your spiritual beliefs. They don't want you to believe that I exist in the here and now. They don't want you to live in the present moment. They don't want you to be grateful for what you have. They want you in shambles. Okay? All because you love yourself. Would you believe? This person needs to be put out. Just bring him to the vet and put him down already. Yeah, they're trying to make it out like you're not one of a kind. You're very one of a kind, collective. There's not anybody out there like you. Some people may be similar to you, but you're one of a kind. Yeah, they don't want you to feel one of a kind. They don't want you to. But from the moment you emerged into this world, you've had an extraordinary talents. You understand starlight animals and voices. They're all magical. It's all magical because you are magical. Okay? And you are one of a kind. And because you're one of a kind, they don't want you to act on it. You don't have to know everything into the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. I think the divine at some point was protecting you from... Okay, so for you to find out everything that has trickled in over the last year all at once, just take a moment to consider that. If everything, let's say, just put it into perspective, right? Absolutely everything that I've come through with the collective readings for last year. If this was your mind and this is what your intuition was tapping you into, and you were to see and hear and feel and have to deal with this all at once, you would have snapped. You would have absolutely snapped. You would have lost control. I think this is what they wanted. But because the divine protected you, and the divine only trickled it in a little bit at a time, to the point where you could handle it, you could alchemize it, you could transmute it. And that way you could stay focused on the healing and empowering yourself. I think the divine had something to do with that. Okay? They don't want you to act on these new revelations. Okay? And they don't want you trusting your feelings either. They don't want you trusting your intuition. And I think that's why that Fool card in the reverse came out here, because they want you overthinking. They don't want you as stable as you are. Okay? They want you overthinking. They want you scattered. Yeah, they don't want you letting go. They want you, they're wanting this whole idea of letting go put to rest. They're thinking that they're binding themselves to you, and they're just binding themselves to their demise. Because that old version of you does not exist. They can't touch your new version of yourself. Why? Because you're too protected. That's why they've been disconnected. They need to try their fucking number all over again. Because they're probably dyslexic as fuck. And no shade if you're dyslexic. I'm dyslexic, so I can say that. Spirit wants you to remember who the hell you are and stand on it. You are responsible if you stay authentic. That's what they recognize. That's what they see. So they're trying to blow it all out of proportion, but it's not working. It's falling apart. Being authentic attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones. When you stay true, you naturally filter out those who don't align with your path. And this is what I mean. They've been disconnected. They cannot get connected to you again, no matter how much they try. Okay? And the fact that you're receiving it all, you deserve to receive abundance at full capacity. Believe in your worth and trust that the universe is ready to deliver all that you desire. So open up, collective. The door is open. Okay? They want you overthinking, oh, did I really make the right decision? You made the right decision. Don't stutter about it. Trust your feelings. You are unique. Your destiny is waiting for you to write your story and pave your own path. Follow your heart and don't let others dictate who you should be. Alright? The best is yet to come, collective. I think you're about to hit a place where you're going to take another turn. You're going to go somewhere else. You're going to do something different. Some people are going to be pissed off that you're taking this new pathway. And some people are going to be scared. And some people are going to be so proud of you. And some people are totally going for the ride. What's the spirit animals have to say? Is there any messages from the spirit animals? Perseverance. Guardian, you're guarded. Like I said, you're guided and protected. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Choose to know the truth because you can open your inner vision. You can see through the deception. Let the past go and for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So somebody does not want you to know the truth, but you're finding it out anyway. Somebody does not want you to open up your inner vision, but you're doing it anyway. They don't want you seeing through the deception, but you're peeping it anyway. You're letting the past go, but they don't want you to. You're making room for a better life that they don't want you to have. And you're rising up, which they don't want you to. And any magic and wisdom, they're saying that is coming from a dark place. Right? They think that you're doing dark magic. That's at least what they're saying. And they couldn't be so farther from the fucking truth. They're delusional. Whoever's saying magic, they're delusional. Delusional. Empty, dark individuals are projecting their bullshit on you, collective. They can eat dirt. Okay? You are free, collective. Don't be thinking you're not free, because you are. Your heart is pure and free. A great purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. So, things are coming in for you, okay? You just need to be... You need to be focused on that. Don't be letting the opinion of other people... Somebody's trying to say that you're not self-reliant, okay? You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. You are protected. Your perseverance is protected. As long as you stay moving, as long as you stay focused, as long as you stay on path, of, let's say, righteousness, you will be protected. Okay? You are soul, your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. And you are protected. Protection? Yeah. Somebody's not protected because they're coming at your perseverance, coming at you as if you're not guarded. Okay? Somebody is not protected. Somebody does not want you to be protected. But you're protected. Okay? It's like literally barking up the wrong tree. You are a master of finding life's flow. Be in the harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. They don't want you to have everything you need. But you're getting that and then some, Spirit saying. Somebody doesn't want you as a master, but you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Somebody doesn't want you inspiring the world, but too fucking bad for them. They're not here to dictate your life. They're not here to be your puppeteer or puppet master. Okay? Their opinion is instant to your existence. You've changed a whole hell of a lot, Collective, and you've done well for yourself, and you deserve to stand out. Why? Because you're an old soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have the power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. Yeah. Somebody's dead set on putting out your fire. Somebody doesn't want you having visions. Somebody's trying to thwart your visions, but you are protected. Your visions are... Somebody that's wanting you to be out of a community. But you're going through a rebirth. They don't see this coming. They might get into a rebirth because of what they've done to you. The divine might be putting them through a dark night of the soul right now. Forcefully, is what I'm saying. And this is why they're so damn quiet. They thought coming up against you was going to be easy. Little did they know. The divine has other plans. Yeah, they are not happy with the fact that you're so authentic. The fact that you're standing in your authenticity. You're coming out a solid friend. And you're changing the world. Transformation. You're setting a wave of transformation up into the world. There's definitely some sort of a ripple effect happening. You might actually just be starting to notice this. People are maybe emulating you, taking your message, making it their own. You might have broken the internet. Just take it as a compliment, Collective. Honestly, though, it sounds better coming from you. Somebody doesn't think you have any sense of adventure, but here you are, living your best life. At least striving for it. With grace. Just continue being you, your badass self. Alright, Collective? You're on the right track, whoever you are. You know who you are. You know the work you've done. Don't second guess it. Okay? It wasn't all for nothing, if that's what you're feeling. You will be compensated. What's the wise old witch and the sacred timing have to say? Is there any message through this deck? Is there any message of the wise old witch? Alright, something about December. Something about doors open. Let's see what this is all about. Alright, so, what you changes as you get more experience. So, something's not evolving. Something's not growing. The cycle's ended. There is no level up here. Something's not evolving here. Something that happened back. Give and receive to all the resources you need, to have all the resources you need. Love, family, giving, kindness. So there might have been something happen in December. It's not evolving into anything. Like, it was meant to rip you apart. This might have been a couple Decembers ago. Okay? Something that was meant to be good, right? It's not evolving, right? And they don't have it anymore. If this is dealing with your family, and if this is dealing with a situation at Christmas time where you might have felt left out in the cold, okay? They wanted this to end. They didn't want you to level up, not this cycle to continue. They didn't want you to grow. They didn't want you to continue. They just wanted you dead in a ditch. Right? So they orchestrated this situation in December in order to bring you to your demise. But it didn't evolve into anything. Right? They didn't think that you had the protection that you have, and the divine said otherwise. Okay? So now these people that thwarted against you, they have lost all their protection. They've lost their intuition. They can't tap in. They can't use any gifts if they had any. They're all being bound and banished. They're all being shut the fuck down by the divine. The divine is what gives you gifts. The divine is what opens that up within you. And if anything, the divine is what they're being told to me is the divine gave them their gifts just as much to peep what's going on and to peep the understanding that you will rise and they will be haunted. They will meet their demise for coming for your demise. For trying to ruin you, to sabotage you and all that, they should be scared. They should be petrified. Specifically what they put out into the ethers. It's all coming back to bite them. Every bit, every celebration, every that they spent in investment against you, it's all coming back to them. It's haunting them. And it's ripping them apart. With divine vengeance style. Doors are opening for you, collective. Just know that. The door is unlocked, so just walk through it. Journey, passage, access. Alright? Gemini, May to June, keep having adventures, versatile, curious, restless. So this very well could be dealing with a Gemini. This could be dealing with something that happened in May to June. This very well could be you having this another door open for you. January, ditch old habits, recharge, and focus on self-care. Okay? So there very well could be a point of action here where you need to ditch old habits. Okay? And maybe do some recharging. And maybe focus on your self-care. Capricorn time, December 22nd to January 19th. Uphill climb, but worth it. So between January was a really rough time for you. Okay? And it very well could be that this December and through January could be coming into a rough time. And you need to be prepared for it. Okay? But I have a feeling that this was past energy. But this past energy, it's opening doors for you now. Okay? Where it closed doors for you before, it's opening doors for you now. Where people think that you're not protected, you're beyond protected. Okay? And the people that tried to screw with you, they're no longer protected. Up in the air, things are no longer up in the air. Timing is not uncertain, it is absolutely divine. Okay, know your wishes are coming true. You do not have to adapt. You don't have to lift a finger. Yes, you still have to go authorities, but you're not having to do anything crazy and out of the box to get what you need. Like, you're not having to sacrifice your soul in order to get anywhere. You can keep that. Yeah, something is not on schedule. Something has been held off, I think. But you've had an unwavering dedication, attention to detail. Okay, you need to keep going, taking steps, and take care. Like, things may be slightly delayed, but they are still on divinely timing. It could be the end of August when you may be receiving this. Something that was supposed to come to you in July didn't. Something about slowing down and soaking it all in while you're indulging yourself. Carefree, memories, socialize, but you weren't focused on memories. You weren't really being carefree. You were being bombarded by spiritual warfare. Back in June and July, pretty well for the longest time you've been dealing with spiritual warfare. It's just now, a little while ago, it's been letting up. Something about Taurus time, April 20th through to May 20th. Between April and May, it's like it is making it very difficult for you to commit to yourself. It could have been having your patience being tested, your purpose being questioned, your endurance being tested. Right? Taurus time was not a very good time for you at all. Okay? Like it was very much a tested time for you. But all of this shit that came at you, it's not evolving into anything. Somebody didn't think you had, somebody didn't feel that you had protection. They did not want you transforming. They did not want you having any type of transformation. But you're having it anyway. Spirit's saying it's too late. It already happened. Aries time. So between March and April, you went after what you wanted. You made your mind up. You made a bold decision. You're very passionate, very energetic. There's definitely abundance coming in. Okay? Sometime in August, you're going to reap rewards of what you've planted, abundance and harvest. Okay? So there's definitely something beautiful coming in, maybe near the mid to the end of August, sitting here at the 15th. So we're pretty well in the middle, smack dab in the middle. Let's see what we can do to overcome all this. Gonna split these babies in half. What's the scoop? What does my collective need to do in order to stay focused? Unity blooms. Foster connection within your community, nurturing bonds that bring us together. Okay. Fast progress. Move forward with swift precision and do what must be done now. Spiritual retreat. Seek solitude, your inner wisdom, and emerge rejuvenated. Happiness is simple. Find joy in life's wonders, for they hold the key to a fulfilling and contented heart. Seed of potential. Plant the seed of potential and nurture its sprouting promise with your attention and care. Every seed needs a little darkness. Seize every minute. Embrace each moment with purpose, for time is precious gift of your journey of self-discovery. Make a change. Embrace growth. Seek new paths and welcome transformation with an open heart. Flame of courage. Ignite the flame of courage, lighting the path of bravery amidst shadows of fear. Let's check out the other one. These cards shuffle so smoothly. Crystal of clarity illuminates your path with openness and insight, readying yourself for a newfound understanding of content. Of content. Adapt and thrive. Luck flows with change, so stay flexible. This is what I mean. The miracle is in the happening, collective. So stay flexible. Embrace shifts and learn from the journey. Others reveal themselves. Okay? It's all in the happening. That allows the happening to happen in order for the divine to have something to work with, right? There needs to be some sort of movement of some sort, or forward movement or forward intention. Harmony's call. Embrace equality and pursue justice. Keep an open mind as answers unveil your path to balance. Quiet moment. Seek solace in the silence where clarity finds its true voice. Planning phase. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you make goals into reality. Making plans. Chart your course with intention. The future is yours to design and navigate. All right? Inspired. Get creative. Make it happen. With all this chaos, we definitely need something good to look forward to, right? Okay, cards. Can you just, like, sit there? I think these are significant, so I'll read them. So, yeah, Knight of Wands. The Six of Cups. The Moon. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. The High Priestess. The Five of Cups reversed. The Hermit. And Two of Wands. So, you're very intuitive. You're very, very inspired. Lots of energy. You've taken a lot of time to really kind of see the past, to see the manipulation, to see the illusion. You might have been in your emotions regarding the past for quite some time. But I really feel that there's some sort of an alchemizing about it. And there's been a lot of collusion and sabotage in the mix, but the divine has tapped you in on that. Okay? With the High Priestess energy. This is how actually gave you a new ability as to how to love. Like you've changed your whole structure on your heart space, on your emotional capacity, and the way you love and the way you show compassion. Like you're no longer into those that are trying to manipulate you. Okay? Somebody tried to have you in fear, in shambles, like absolutely brokenhearted. And you alchemize that, right? And the reason why I say you alchemize that is because we got the Hermit in the here. You opened your mind, you elevated, and this stopped somebody in their tracks from moving forward with their plan. Okay? You had what's been told to me, you had a great awakening. And you've seen things for what they were. You've seen the sabotage for what it was. Okay? You tapped into your power. You called your power back. You reevaluated how you love and showed nurturing and compassion. This opened up your mind to a whole new way of looking at things. You found your inner light. Your inner light's guiding you now. and somebody's perturbed at the fact that they can't move forward now with their plan because you've elevated. So, thank you, Steampunk, for throwing that mess at me. It's a beautiful message, I must admit. I don't know. I'm being called to the activations. So we're going to jump into that and see what it has to say. What's going on? Divine talents. Somebody's trying to thwart your divine talents. Trying to make you look like a fraud, like you don't know what the hell you're talking about, like you don't know what you're doing. But the proof is in the pudding. Don't worry about them. Don't have a fucking clue as to what they have to say. You're a master healer. You very well could be a shadow worker. You could be a healer. You could be a shaman. Thank you. Somebody doesn't think you have any type of spiritual rank. Somebody thinks that that's a fraud. Somebody thinks that you don't have the spiritual protection that you do, but you do. You walk with angels, and they fail to recognize, fail to see that for themselves. Little do they know they're in for a rude awakening with what's coming for them. It's one thing to have divine intervention, but to have divine vengeance come for the bullshit you started and the bullshit you pulled, and then they wonder why their lives are full of absolute shambles. Anyway, let's take a look. Master healing. Let's take a look here. So, as you meditate, remain true to what inspires your heart and commit to your spiritual path. You become an increasingly powerful healer. You're here to live your own life, to be true to what genuinely moves you. The unconditionally loving guide and ascended master Seraphis Bay comes to you now with a blessing of master healing to further your success on your path. The Master's Seraphis Bay is a beloved guide for those who feel a strong soul connection to ancient Egypt, for healers who are developing their own modalities, and for those who love to work with the concepts. He also assists with the translation of spiritual inspiration into practical worldly plans. He comes to confirm that the Ascended Masters are aware of you, and you are an integral part of a powerful spiritual team that has taken physical incarnation to help awaken consciousness in love. You're asked to tune into your heart. What do you love enough to overcome any obstacle in it? What motivates and inspires you? Now what seems possible or practical, but what is authentic? We are most powerful when we serve authentically from the heart. A bird might learn how to dive underwater from time to time, but it is never going to be at its most powerful if it has to live underwater. It comes back to that fish being judged for the fact that they can swim. Meanwhile, this person on the shore, they don't know how to swim and they're envious of the fish. Meanwhile, the fish is probably envying the human for being able to sit out on the beach, right? The ability to be happy is within your own perspective. A bird might learn how to dive underwater from time to time, but it is never going to be at its most powerful if it has to live underwater. It would struggle to thrive if it were to force itself into such unnatural expressions of its life energy. The bird yearns to fly because its divine nature and purpose to fly. You too have divine nature and purpose, and your heart holds the clue. What feels most like you? It is difficult to access the truth of our own nature when we believe we should live up to the expectations of others. And if we're attached to a particular outcome or afraid of an answer, we can unintentionally block our perceptive faculties. A spiritual version of sticking our fingers in our ears and shouting blah blah blah. The blessings of Surface Bay includes his clear flame of divine cleansing light. This can assist us in letting go of whatever blocks us from knowing the truth of our nature. When we are willing to be who we are, the universe can more easily guide us to fulfill our destinies. Therapist Bay will help you to see yourself truthfully. You may gain feedback from others that helps you understand the value of what you share, or you may simply find it easier to view yourself objectively, with a compassionate, appreciative, and discerning inner eye. As you learn and accept who you are, you become more and more powerful vibration masters to put to use in the plan of love. So if you have a dream in your heart, know that it has been placed there for divine purpose. What you dream and desire contains the seed of divinity. It is meant to help attract your life mission and fulfill it with love, joy, creativity, and pleasure. If we are willing to go through what's necessary for an outcome, it will happen for us. The details may appear different from what we are imagined they would, but the truth remains. If you ask for something and are willing to go through the process required to have it come to life, it will happen for you. The universe is that generous and unconditionally supportive and loving of you. It is your creative partner. It will provide you with all that you need, your dreams, desires, and destiny. Invocation. I call upon the loving Master Service Bay and his Master Healing. Through the clear flame of truth and grace, I ask to know, in the perfect time and perfect way, according to divine wisdom, the truth in all matters of importance to me and my divine life journey. Now, including, I ask to be lovingly shown my true nature, my deepest desires, and most inspired dreams. Please help me know myself so that I know how best to live my divine destiny. May all beings on the path of self-knowledge be assisted and supported with unconditional love through our own free will and divine grace. So it be. So it be. $39. Divine talent. You are a talented soul. Over many lifetimes, you have developed your spiritual abilities to channel higher awareness, attract healing energy, and radiate light to uplift the consciousness around you. Your divine talents are many and uniquely expressed through you. Your talents do not have to resemble those of another to have their own inestimable value, so do not be afraid to use them. Divine talents are a way in which the universe reminds us of what we are here to do. Divine talents are unlimited. They include the ability to channel spiritual guidance and healing energy, to perceive clairvoyantly, and be psychic and empathic. Other spiritual talents are the ability to release earth-bound spirits, earth healing techniques such as working with energy grids, as well as healing abilities with crystals, and the many and varied technologies of light. There are other spiritual talents too. These include performing, sound healing, dancing to awaken awareness, creating art, photography, or divinely inspired tools and jewelry. Cooking food that heals body and spirit, as is a spiritual talent, are the abilities to bring people together, to offer comforting and inspiring words as the right time to help others overcome fear and feel more at peace in moments of importance, and more. You could use your talents in your career as a healer, in your work in the corporate world, or in your stay-at-home role as a parent. Helping to raise more conscious and empowered children in a world that is in desperate need of strong, spiritually grounded leaders. For the future, you can use your talents to create a vocation that truly inspires you to bring your light to the world. You can use them in line at the grocery store. The point is that you use them. Oracle comes to you with a message. You have spiritual talents, some of which have been developed in other lifetimes, and will simply and suddenly spring back to life, as if from out of the blue this lifetime. Others need a little more attention, patience, and effort to be brought to life in the world. This is particularly the case for you at this time if you have also drawn or are also attracted to read the message now, the Oracle of Past Life Activation. Maybe we'll check that one too. Sometimes there is fear in sharing talents. You may have a subconscious or a very conscious past life recollection that involves shame, isolation, and ridicule. Or death as a response to your sharing your talents for healing and helping others. Maybe you fear your spiritual talent will not allow you to meet your material needs, or that others will reject or deny your talent, even if you know it to be authentic and helpful. Or perhaps you need to acknowledge your talents yourself. Believe in yourself, in your abilities, and in your capacity to use those talents in a constructive, healing way. Keep developing your talents until your own unique expression comes to life. Don't give up in the early and possibly awkward stages. Dismissing your abilities as less than those of another, trust that there is something very real and worthwhile in you. Do not dismiss or diminish your potential. Treat yourself as an investment worthy of development. Give yourself a chance and enough time, attention, and practice to discover what you are really capable of. The universe knows, and soon you shall too. This oracle also reminds you to do what it is that makes you happy, and to chase your sacred bliss, express yourself in the world via the unique and special abilities divine has bestowed upon you. When you follow what you love, you're on your path, your life path, and you shall succeed, beloved. So this is the whole thing. Like, people are trying to diminish you, but they won't. They should focus on their own. These people that are trying to judge themselves or judge your gifts over there or compare, there is no comparison. You cannot compete where you cannot compare. Everybody has their own. Some people are not grateful for theirs. Some people feel it to be a curse when they simply do not understand it. Once they seem to understand things, it's no longer a curse. It becomes the gift that it always was, because of the change of perspective. Okay? All-loving universe, teach me to realize and trust in my divinity, divinely given talents. I ask for your unconditional loving assistance in releasing any block or obstacle to the full development and joyful expression of my spiritual gifts in the world. Help me find the courage and boldness within that I need to believe in myself and be completely empowered to make my loving contribution to the world. Through my own free will and the free will of others on their own course and divine merciful grace, so let it be. '41. Spiritual decree. You've been wondering what will happen next in your life, not realizing how much power you have to decide that for yourself. What do you wish to have happen next? Are you willing to use your divine birthrights of free will, voice, and empowerment to set the cosmic wheel in motion? If your answer is yes, then it is time to now speak your truth to the universe. Decree it, and you shall be it. You have been praying for help, asking for a map, and wanting directions. You are wise in the ways of the receptive, responsive approach to life. It is spiritually mature to trust the greater guiding power of the divine to direct your course. And yet the wishes in your heart are part of how that happens. Divine destiny is not something that just happens to you, but it is something that you co-create as a living spiritual being with free will and divine love beating in your heart. You are being honored for your ability for guidance and wait for signs. And you are also being asked to set intention and develop faith in yourself, to trust in what your heart yearns for, what you love so much that you are willing to go through the comfort of growth to see it come to life. It is time for you to have the experience of seeing your intention blossom into manifestation. This does not mean that you have to make these things happen. You are not responsible for how your manifestation occurs. The universe unfolds according to its own genius, of course. But you are responsible for the words, the beliefs, the intentions that you express, that they are the seeds of your persons. The universe then responds in its own wise and powerful way. When this oracle card comes to you, it is time to speak your truth. What is your heart turned for? Focus on it and say it aloud. Say it with your chest. Say it with your diaphragm. Say it with intention. Say it with so to proclaim something. What does your heart truly yearn for? Focus on it and say it aloud. Don't be afraid to speak your dreams, desires, wishes, and fantasies. Sometimes it is only in daring to speak them aloud that we really understand what we want. This can be a terrifying, yet liberating, exciting, and life-changing moment. It's that we grow into a spiritual adult, becoming willing to take responsibility for our own life journey. Will you speak your heart truths now? Feel your words moving the energy from within, transforming your truth into sound, sing it as intent into the universe. So don't worry about finding the perfect words, just speak freely from your heart. Give yourself permission to express your deepest desires and let go and trust. Those of you karmics that are out there listening to this, I would not recommend you trying to bestow any type of manifestation by lying, because the universe knows your deception. Okay? And this is why you must heal first before you do any type of manifestation. The whole purpose of healing is that when you go to manifest, I want you to manifest something beautiful for yourself. I don't want your manifestation to fall on deaf ears. I do not want your manifestation to kick back in your face. I want it to be pure of heart, and I want it to be a blessing for you. And this is why it requires you to heal, to be in the right frequency, to be in the highest frequency, the highest, most authentic frequency in order to manifest your life. Because by that, you are letting go of the pain, of the sorrows, the challenges. You're letting go of it all, feeling it, which makes room for a more fruitful blessing and abundance and manifestation. This is why you recoil. Invocation. By the divine authority in me, I intend to create, attract, and enjoy for the greatest good of all, a life of abundance in love, well-being, fulfillment, joy, and wisdom. I am willing to take the journey to grow into the fullest expression of my beautiful and true self, and may these words be divinely empowered to create my reality. Love, peace, happiness, trust, surrender, strength, and grace. May the power of voice and decree, the power of spiritual authority, always be tempered by grace and divine mercy, through unconditional love and my own free will. So be it. ABQ, thank you so much for that donation. All right, so I will open it up. I will open up the table here for readings. If you have super chat and you'd like to ask a question, you're more than welcome to come forward with that. Or if you are a member, you're more than welcome to come forward with a question. And I'll throw some cards for you. And Sarah, if you're still kicking it with us here tonight, I still haven't received a message from you. I don't know if you've reached out yet, but you can reach out anytime for that. No pressure. And I will remember. I'll wait till the end of my cigarette. If there's any topics of conversation that you'd like to have questions or ask questions on, or if there's something that you would like on, let me know. Let me know, members. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. I do appreciate you coming here, viewing my video. Thank you for joining me tonight for tonight's live message. Please be good to yourself if you cannot be good at it. So that way you can be good to others. Please stay focused. Please stay strong. Good things are happening. Despite the chaos. And remember, get your surfboard ready, collective, because there's a wave of possibilities about to overflow over you. And, yeah. It's about to get very good for you, collective. These people, what are their darkest confessions for the collective? What are the biggest things that if they had to say something, what would it be? To end out the night. They're speechless. We'll leave it at that. I think they stand corrected. On that note, collective, I love you so much, members, my tribe, I love you. With darkest parts of my soul, I love you. Thank you so much for being part of my crew. Thank you for working on your own frequency to rise above your challenges just as I am. Together we will make it happen. Until then, have a beautiful day, have a beautiful evening, sweet dreams when you get there, if you're going there, and I will catch you in the next video.